Welcome to my presentation. Today we are going to talk about a few topics in marketing, just as some general ideas. Marketing, sales, and advertisements. Marketing and sales are not the same thing. Marketing and advertisements, they're not the same thing. Market and marketing, they're also different things. So, what is market? Market is a condition where you've got potential sets of buyers and sellers, and where you sell and buy products by gaining. And the important thing about market, in particularly in the marketing sector, is that it, in order to be a group of people, in order to be your market, they should have the willingness to buy your product, and they should also have the financial ability or the capability to buy your product. So if I give you an example, say for market, if you're trying to sell Mercedes cars to Aston University students, that this is a very common example I use every time in every courses in every semester. That if you're trying to sell Mercedes cars in Aston University to the Aston University students, they might not be a potential market. That's because, do they have the ability? I mean, do they have the willingness to buy your product, the Mercedes cars? The answer is yes. They have got the willingness. Everybody loves Mercedes cars, and they will love to have a Mercedes car. But the thing is, they have the willingness to buy the car, but they do not have the financial ability or the capability of buying the car. So in that case, that's not the market for Mercedes cars. And maybe if the marketing executives, they try to sell the Mercedes cars to the Aston University lecturers and professors, maybe they are the proper market because they've got the willingness to buy, and they have got the ability to buy the Mercedes cars. So they could be the potential market for the Mercedes cars and everything. And it is important to understand who's your market, who are you trying to sell your products. Otherwise, this is the basic thing you need to confirm before you launch your product. Otherwise, there are every possibility that your product or service might fail. The second thing is marketing. Marketing is not sales. Marketing is not just advertising your products or services. Marketing in general is not just one activity. It's the set of activities, or this is a process in which the needs, wants, and demands of the customers are fulfilled. So if we try to define marketing in a proper way with the use of what Philip Kotler, in reference to Philip Kotler, what he has said, so we can say that marketing is a social and managerial process whereby individuals and groups satisfy their need, wants, and demands in exchange of creating some values, some products, and some values. So the important thing to notice in this definition is, he said, according to Philip Kotler, he mentioned about marketing is a social process, social and managerial process. So some people are making some products and services, and of course they're making the products and the services for the society. It's not like they're going to make the products and the services and they're going to take the offering, market offering, to the jungle and sell the products and services to the animals. It's not like that. So they sell to the people in the society, and it is a managerial process. That's because we need a managerial process in marketing. We need to do in business, we need to do the accounting, the finance, we need to do the HR management. So in total, it is a managerial process, and by which we try to satisfy the customer's need, wants, and demands. So in one word, in other ways, if we could say, the marketing is a process that starts right from the stage where you have just came up with you just have generated the product idea, and all the activities until and unless the product reaches the hands of the final consumers. And in 21st century, that is not the end. That's because after sales service is also included in marketing process. So it is actually the feedback. It starts from it might even start from the stage where you have just generated the idea, and it is an ongoing process till it reaches the hands of your final consumer. And after that, the feedback from the customers, that could be after sales service or after sales support, whatever it is. And there are a few things we have described in describing marketing. So the first thing we talked about is market offering. What is market offering? Market offering is any product or any service that you want to sell in the market, and you earn some money in return. So if we say that how could we possibly define a product or a service? A product, to simply define these two concepts, products and services, we could say that all the tangible things that we can touch, that we can see, are products. And what are services? So services are the things that those are intangible, that things that we cannot touch and we cannot really see. So if I give you an example of a product, a bottle of Coke could be your product. A marker pen, a pen could be your product because you can touch the pen, you can see the pen, and of course you're obtaining some value from the pen. And a service could be insurance. It could be something like banking service. The services you're getting from a bank or an insurance company, you cannot touch, or when you get the service from a hospital or a clinic, you can actually get the benefit, you can get the utility, however, you cannot really touch it. So these are the differences. Main difference in between the products and the services is that the tangibility. You can touch product, you can see the product, but in terms of service, you cannot really see the service, you cannot really touch the service. Now, in 21st century, in modern marketing, we try to say that there's no individual product or service in this competitive market at this moment. So what we say, it's the mixture of product and service. Say for example, you are using a ceiling fan. So people might argue that we can actually touch the ceiling fan, we can actually see the ceiling fan, but the thing that the main benefit, the wind or the comfort we're getting from the ceiling fan, we can't really touch it, we can't really see it. So this is actually, in modern marketing, we're trying to say that everything that we produce, we are trying to provide the combination of products and services all together. And the last thing what we're going to talk about marketing today, the last thing we're going to talk about is the concepts of marketing. Now, what are the concepts of marketing? Before I continue and discuss about the concepts of marketing, if I quickly discuss something about the concept of a human relationship, what are the main pillars of a relationship? Number one, it could be trust. Number two, it could be understanding. Number three, it could be compromise, sacrifice, all these two things. So if I say, just for the sake of the example, that the main pillars of a human relationship, the main pillars are like trust, understanding, compromise, and sacrifice, without which a relationship may not sustain. So in marketing, the main concepts, the main pillars of marketing, as described in the book in Principles of Marketing by Philip Kotler, they say there are 5 different concepts in marketing. The first one is product concept, the production concept, sales concept, the marketing concept, societal marketing concept, and in modern marketing, we are also including the relationship marketing. So what are the product concept? The product concept is a concept holds the idea that you'll have to grab the market, you'll have to capture your market using the features and the quality of your product. So it is more like your product should be the key of your sales. So we're going to sell what we have. That is the concept. And the production concept is, the more you produce, you'll enjoy the economy of scale, the production cost will reduce, and then you can provide the products, you can provide your customers with beautiful quality products in less price and everything. And the sales concept is we're going to sell the products using the promotional activities, promotional tools. Of course, there are so many, detailed explanation of all these concepts, but I'm quickly just going to give you the idea. And the marketing concept is that it holds the idea that we're not going to sell what we have. We're not going to go to the market and push the sale. Rather, what we're going to do, we're going to try to understand what the customers need, what the market needs, and then we're going to produce it, and then we're going to try to sell it. And the societal marketing concept is, when marketing companies, the big corporations and big companies, they take care of the social environment, the social aspect of society, then that is called the societal marketing. That includes, that idea is the societal marketing policy. Say for example, Rolls-Royce, a British brand, a British manufacturing company, tried to open a new facility in Vietnam. And what happened there in Vietnam, they didn't agree with Rolls-Royce. So they said, you're actually working here, producing your product, and you're taking your money, the money from our economy, to England. And as a solution to that, solving that problem, Rolls-Royce, the basic thing, there are so many discussions involved in this case study. Maybe later sometimes I'll upload another video about this case. But Rolls-Royce then gave the idea that we're going to give you the know-how about the automobile industry. We're going to teach you how to make things, and also we're going to take care of the tree plantation project in Vietnam. So this is how they actually merged into the society, merged into people of the country. The next thing is relationship marketing. It is becoming more a common practice nowadays. People are becoming more and more interested in customer loyalty. More marketers are focusing on customer loyalty, so they try to create a relationship with the customers in the long run. Say for example, marketing database, customer database are used nowadays in order to record the data of your customers. Say for example, a customer coming and staying in Hilton, and you can record all the data in your database, like what kind of food does the customer like, what kind of pillow does the customer like. So the next time he comes and visits, or she comes and visits the hotel, then what the marketing managers could do, they could actually provide the customer with the same pillow that he or she would prefer, the menu, the food and everything, to provide the luxury, to provide the comfort. This is how you can create a long-term relationship with your customers, and of course by creating a customer database or something like that. So that's all for today. Hopefully I'll be uploading some more videos soon.